My name is Kent Snackenberg. In 2016, Natalie and I started the Team Schnak Strong Fund in the Emporia Community Foundation. It started because we had a special interest in helping people with type 1 diabetes. My niece, Michelle, was diagnosed when she was 12 years old. We started Team Schnak. It started doing bike rides around the country and learning to help kids with type 1 diabetes, and then we realized soon how important it was to spread awareness about the disease because so many people didn't know. We didn't know, and so that was our main focus, and we were fortunate enough to learn about the Emporia Community Foundation and started our fund in 2016, like I said before, and we're still going strong.
What his major symptom was he could not get enough to drink. The thirst was like insatiable. Like he was constantly filling up a water bottle. And then after Christmas, he had a virus and he just wasn't getting over it. His sister had gotten better and he just was very lethargic, would lay on the couch all day long. And I didn't realize how much weight he had lost. It was a Friday. I thought, I've got to get him checked before the weekend. And it's probably a good thing I did. I don't know, what would have happened if we would have waited longer. This new way of life just kind of got thrown at us, but he's handled it very well. I'm very proud of him.
Really hard at some moments because you have to manage so much things, like your blood sugar, how much insulin, and then corrections, a lot of stuff. Well, I just make sure I'm active a lot, and I try to do as much activity as I can do to check my number as much as I can to make sure nothing goes wrong.
And that's with your CGM, correct?
Yeah.
Could we show everybody what that is and where it is? And this is a continuous glucose monitor. It's one of the things he has to wear every day, basically to help keep him alive. And with this device, his parents can also see his numbers on their phone, and the money that we've raised, a lot of that money that we've raised and given to technology is a big reason why these things are coming along, and it really makes the life of kids, especially and for families that live with type 1 diabetes, much more manageable.
Oh, it has been huge. The first few weeks, I think even the first month, we didn't have it. So it was getting up in the night, multiple times a night, to check his blood sugar with a finger stick and then go from there. And that was hard because then he was not getting good sleep. And we were not getting good sleep. I mean, we had to set alarms to get up and check. And then once he got the CGM, I could check on him from my bed. I would still set an alarm, but then I didn't have to wake him up unless he needed insulin or a snack.
The biggest need would be not only, obviously, besides raising money, but just getting people to understand more about the disease and understand why it's so important to us. Just as he was talking about being able to go to camp this year, and we've done camp in the past several times. We've sent somewhere over 125 kids to camp, and this year we did 27 kids. And it's just so important, and you almost have to be there to realize how cool it is when you walk in there and everybody's got CGMs and insulin pumps on. And also they have a great system down there of people working at the camp, people that are helping at the camp.
It helps out a lot with knowing that you're not the only one, especially if you're in a place where you're the only one, in a school or something.
I feel real comfortable telling the parents that it's okay to send their kids there, and I think Angie could probably talk about what it was like that few days where they didn't have the constant pressure and the monitoring, because they're on their own, and the only time they can get a hold of their families is if there's an emergency.
I was a little nervous at first just because we had not been away from him really since he'd been diagnosed, not in that capacity where we could not monitor him ourselves. So we'd been 2 years of constant monitoring, and it was just kind of our new normal. And so to kind of relinquish that control and know that somebody else was kind of taking the wheel for a little bit, it was scary at first, but it was nice for us as well. And I think it was empowering for Lincoln to be able to kind of step out away from us and go away from home for a little bit for the first time. We are just so thankful for the awareness that you bring, because it isn't something that most people know about, and you bring it in such a fun way. And so we really appreciate that, and the funds as well, because it does take some pressure off so that we can just focus on Lincoln.